this sounds regularly is Stewarton Week, trying to find out a bit more about the town, and we do that every month with a different town in Ayrshire. Anyway, this morning I want to find out a wee bit more about the history of Stewarton and one of the old customs. More about that later. Vice President of the Stewarton Historical Society is Alec Gourley, and he explains now to Anne Gilmour just how far back the origins of Stewarton have been traced.
Well, the idea behind the project team was to collect and collate any information which is available about the history of town, because there's very little really known about the history. There's no single source of information.
How far back have you been able to trace the origins of the town?
We can trace it through the weaving industry back to about the 12th century. We know weaving took place then. The big breakthrough, I think, came as far as the bonnet making industry is concerned was with the formation of the Bonnet Makers Society in 1622. Because then the industry was organised and the society imposed strict rules of conduct and quality on their product.
Some very strict rules of the bonnet industry, one in particular as regards women. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Basically, it was laid down as to whom the young people could marry. The daughter of a weaver could only marry the son of a weaver, while the son of a weaver could choose a bride from outside the weaving community. There was quite a comical custom, I think, nowadays, in which the bride-to-be would knit a white bonnet, which the prospective groom had to wear for a week prior to his marriage. And during that time, during that week, his friends tried to melt the bonnet from his head, and they used it as a football up and down the streets. Upon how well he protected his bonnet was judged his ability to protect and provide for his wife. It's been recorded on one occasion the bonnet was in such a state that the shamed bride refused to marry the groom. However, the minister made her go through the ceremony, and when the marriage failed, the minister got the blame for it.
Poor minister. Now, tell me about the types of Stewarton bonnets.
Well, they made both Highland and Lowland bonnets. It's an industry which continues to the present day.
Who would wear these bonnets?
Well, they provided most of what they call the undress bonnet for almost all of the Scottish regiments. But it wasn't only for the military side. You also had, they were very popular with the civilian population as well. But as far as the soldiers are concerned, there's very many variations. The Glengarry and the normal Highland bonnet you see just now, these are all variations of the Stewarton bonnet.
Yes. As well as the bonnet featuring on the coat of arms, there is also a Y symbol on the coat of arms. Tell us the story behind that.
Well, the story behind that supposedly is that Malcolm Cranmore was escaping from Macbeth, and he came across a farmer in a field who was haymaking, and with a quick presence of mind he jumped into the haystack and asked the farmer to fork the hay over him. And when Macbeth and his party come up, the farmer was supposed to have been quick-witted and directed them in the wrong direction. And since that time, the coat of arms bears the Y for the pitchfork. And that is a legend which is told behind the story of the Y.
But the motto itself has changed since then.
The motto has changed. The early coat of arms, unfortunately, was illegal. It was over for covert, which is more suited to the emblem of the Y. However, when Lord Lang was approached about the coat of arms, he changed it, and he changed it to knit wheel.
Finally, Alec, can you tell me what the Society is hoping to do with the material which has been collected and collated by the project team?
Yes, well, the idea now is that the information is being collected into booklets, one already which has been published, and that is aimed really at primary schools to give the children an early interest in the town. That has been published, it's been put into school, and we're just waiting now on a feedback from the school to find out if we're on the right lines. If we have time and finances are available, the rest of the information we hope will be published in booklet form over maybe the next year or so, but that depends on finances. If this is not possible, then all information will be placed on file, and anybody who wants to come and research it, they've only got to contact any committee member of the society and arrangements will be made.
Alec Gourley, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Gilmour of West Sound speaking there to Alec Gourley of Stewarton.